Here's a fun and challenging activity using tangrams. This was developed by me out of a response to the fact that so many people have a really hard time with shapes that have diagonals in them. It's not a skill most people have to be able to sort of deal with diagonals, but it's a skill that's not hard to develop. It's just that we don't have much of an opportunity to develop the skill. So this allows that. Also, it's good to see shapes as a composition of other shapes. In the tangrams, every single shape in here is related to the isosceles right triangle. So up here there's a lot of isosceles right triangles to cut out. I've cut them out over here so you don't have to watch me cut them all out. I'll cut out a couple more though. And there's 4 steps to this. 4 steps to this activity. And you will find it more challenging, I suspect, than you think you will. Okay? So the thing is to cut out a set or 2, and then cut out these boxes. And if you don't have access to a color printer to do this with, I'll have this color PDF available, but I also have a black and white one. And if you don't have access to a printer at all, I think that you could probably figure out how to make something like this to work with. Okay, so we've got the first activity would be to simply use your pieces and fill this in according to the colors. I think I'll use these to start off with. So these are my paper pieces. And it seems like it'll be pretty easy. You can sort of see that I can find it. I sometimes have to turn them. I don't know how hard or easy this will be for you, but I've done this so many times, and like I said, you've got it's a skill that is acquired. So after you've done all this, and you feel pretty comfortable that you can fill this all in, the next step to the activity, the next stage of the activity, is to do the same thing, but this time you don't have the lines to show you how the different pieces fit on here. So you've got to figure that out. Okay. And take your time, see how you do, figure out how the pieces go, and if you need a hint, you can look at the page, look at the design on the one that has the lines. Okay, so that's 2 parts of the activity. The next part of the activity is to create the tangram on the back. So you start getting the pieces and start filling it in to look like the tangram that we see that we've been working with. And if you have one, you can look at, let's see, which one am I working on? Maybe you can have this nearby to refer to, just so that you can see it. So then you fill that all in. Okay, so that's 3 parts of the activity. And the last part of the activity I'm going to do with these nice tiles. This is from an old toy, but they're sized in the way I'm using it. It's an old toy I don't think is available anymore. But you've got your paper pieces, so you don't need them. And so the last part of the activity would be to create some nice designs that are not part of the typical Tangram designs, because here we've got them. We've got the Tangram decomposed down to the small isosceles right triangle. So you can just start making some nice designs, see what you come up with, and when you're done, make another one. And I've done this pretty quickly. This is like, boy, this has been the shortest video for a while. But you take your time, make some beautiful designs, and as you're doing this, you can be confident that you're developing some nice skills with understanding diagonals and the decomposition of shapes.